Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news markets seem to be ignoring American debt default risks. But first in the US, inflation expectations slipped lower to 4.4% at the 1 year ahead horizon, but increased slightly to 2.9% and 2.6% respectively at the 3 and 5 year ahead horizons. That's according to the New York Fed's April survey of consumer expectations. The 1 year ahead result was 4.7% in the March survey, so that's a meaningful easing. And the Fed seems to be making progress with its messaging and policy settings that inflation will be beaten and beaten back to its target range. Remember, about a year ago, these inflation expectations peaked at 6.8% for 1 year ahead. We are now at that year-on point, and the picture is very much different. The April CPI data will be released on Thursday, and analysts are picking an unchanged 5% rate there. And the Fed's senior loan survey reported tighter standards and weaker demand for business lending, and for households it was the same, tighter standards and weaker demand for both housing and consumer debt applications. Access to business funding for SMEs may become an issue. This will become a very major issue if the House Republicans continue to block a resolution to that debt limit standoff. You can measure market nervousness by the spike in the short-term yield curves. This intransigence could go horribly wrong, although we've been here many times before and the artificial limit always seems to get raised. Taiwanese exports actually rose for a third month in April and taking them back to November 2022 levels, although still well below year-ago levels. But at least they're on the move up, an encouraging sign for them that the mainland grip isn't suffocating them. And Japanese service sector is expanding at its good solid pace, and their best since the survey began in 2007. The growing expansion is underpinned by rising new orders there. And it is budget day in Australia, and details will be released late in the day New Zealand time. A strong labour market is expected to return their long-run deficits to a rare surplus. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.52% and up 8 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $2,023 an ounce and up $5 from yesterday. And oil prices have risen $2 from yesterday to be just over $73 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price is just under $77 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is up against all comers. Against the US dollar, we're now at 63.5 US cents, with more than a half a cent rise. Against the Aussie, we're up a quarter cent to 93.6 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're firmer at 57.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index is now at 71.1 and up 50 basis points from this time yesterday. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.